Meet Haruto Amakawa, a normie from Tokyo, who dies in a train crash trying to save his childhood crush. Tragic? Yes. Permanent? Hell no. Cut to Rio, a poor kid in a fantasy world who wakes up after a near-death beatdown, only to realize he now has Haruto's memories in his brain. 2 dudes, 1 body. Fusion technique successful. The good news? He now knows judo, math, and 21st century sarcasm. The bad news? He's still dirt poor, and his only friend is a piece of moldy bread. But wait. Plot twist. The princess of the kingdom gets kidnapped. Rio finds her by sheer luck, or reincarnated protagonist privilege, saves her, and instead of a thank you, gets labeled a criminal. Welcome to anime justice. Just when Rio thinks he's heading to jail, surprise. The king's like, yo, my bad. Want to join the Royal Academy as an apology? So Rio enters Hogwarts Light, where noble kids are snobs, the staff are corrupt, and the food slaps, but the racism hits harder. He meets Celia, a 15-year-old teacher with a PhD and a crush. She's cute, kind, and low-key obsessed with Rio's homework. They vibe. Meanwhile, the nobles treat Rio like trash because he's a commoner. One in particular, Charles, really wants to be the Draco Malfoy of this anime. Celia helps Rio survive school, but rumors start swirling. The nobles frame Rio in a scandal so sketchy even Riverdale writers would say, tone it down. Turns out, someone wants Rio gone. And by someone, we mean the upper-class, insecure, power-hungry brats who can't handle a kid with better grades and better cheekbones. But Rio's not here to play victim. He survives the scandal and decides, screw your kingdom, I'm out. Then teleports away using a magic bracelet like it's a plot coupon. Rio's finally out of the castle, but not out of trouble. Bandits attack a caravan, and he saves a little beast girl named Latifa, who was literally brainwashed to kill him. Plot twist. She's an ex-slave trained as an assassin, but Rio treats her like a little sister instead of a threat. Boom. Found family unlocked. They go to a forest where Rio starts training, unlocking powers, and bonding with Latifa. Cute vibes, PTSD healing montage, and anime sibling energy all around. Rio gets invited to the Spirit Village, a hidden elf-type place that makes Rivendell look like a slum. Here he trains with OP sword masters, chills with magic elves, and, wait for it, starts glowing because a spirit inside him begins waking up. The elders are like, you've got ancient power inside you, and we don't know if that's cool or catastrophic. Meanwhile, Latifa gets adopted by the villagers, meaning Rio finally has a real family. Wholesome AF. For now. Latifa's birthday. Festival time. Filler episode vibes. But honestly, we needed it. Dancing, fireworks, flirting between Rio and Celia via magic mirror, long-distance simp mode activated. But right when you think, wow, peace exists, Rio gets a letter saying Celia's getting married off to some crusty noble dude against her will. And Rio, he's not letting that happen. Time to crash a wedding. Before pulling a groom-snatching mission, Rio travels to his mom's hometown to uncover his heritage. Turns out his mother was royalty, so technically, he's a prince. Q. Identity crisis, sword upgrades, and Rio getting even more OP. He starts piecing together the mystery of who he really is, why he has Haruto's memories, and why his power keeps evolving. Something big is coming. Plot gets political. Rio returns to the capital under disguise and confirms, yup, Celia's wedding is happening. She's smiling on the outside, but crying on the inside. Classic anime bride energy. Meanwhile, Rio discovers he's related to the royal family, but that bloodline ain't protecting anyone. The nobility's corrupt, and Celia's life is just collateral. So Rio decides, I'm busting her out. Period. The pacing ramps up. Rio infiltrates the wedding like a shadow demon. Solo mission. Zero backup. Pure stealth. Meanwhile, Celia's just trying not to pass out from anxiety while marrying a guy she doesn't love. Right as the priest says, you may now kiss the bride, Rio shows up like, "Sorry, not today, bro." He yeets the groom, grabs Celia, and activates teleportation no jutsu. Bride rescued, Rio style. Back in the spirit village, Rio's power finally erupts. His inner spirit, literally called Aishia, takes full form. She's a gorgeous, OP spirit girl bonded to Rio permanently. She's loyal, deadly, and rides harder for Rio than any harem member so far. Together, they begin mastering new magic that even the elders can't comprehend. The world starts realizing this kid ain't normal. Celia's now safe, but can't return home. She starts living with Rio, and yes, the ship has officially set sail. But the episode drops a twist. A portal opens, and people from Rio's Earthworld get isekai'd too. Yup, some of Haruto's old classmates are now in the fantasy world, including his crush, Miharu, the girl he died protecting. Rio sees her from afar and freezes. Is she the same? Does she remember him? Will she even believe he's Haruto? We don't get answers yet, but the setup is juicy. Season finale drops cliffhangers like bombs. Rio finally approaches Miharu, but hides his true identity. He wants to tell her, but the trauma's still raw. Haruto's past and Rio's present are colliding. Meanwhile, shadowy enemies are gathering. The kingdom's plotting, and Rio's power keeps growing to terrifying levels. Latifa, Celia, and Aishia form a low-key harem squad, but Rio's heart is conflicted. The show ends with a whisper. This isn't over. In fact, it's just getting started. Let us know. Team Celia, Team Latifa, or Team Rio deserves peace. Are we hyped for Season 2? And most importantly, what if your ex got isekai'd into your current life? Drop a comment, like, sub, and pray the algorithm recommends you something other than Rent a Girlfriend next.